Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunity. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, June 28, 2017. The market are all upside down again today. There's all kinds of stuff. First of all, the all market started higher a little bit this morning and then came down after a few minutes. NASDAQ and the TSX came down, while the Dow Jones and the SPY stayed on the up there. I'm not sure if this is not over yet, and I don't know which side it's going to take this afternoon, because it is actually going sideways. The biggest movement this morning came from 3 different places in the States. The maritime stocks, the solar stocks, and the financials, because the bank has passed their stress test, and the U.S. bank, they passed the Fed stress test, and they are going to reveal the result this afternoon. It seems like the market is expecting the banks to pass very easily the stress test, so that's the reason why in the States the financials are much stronger. So I think the thing is, it's going up before the result. So how far it's going to go if the results are positive, but it's not going to be the beginning of a cycle anyway, because it started already. But there is a possibility of going a little bit higher. So we'll go sector by sector. We have a few sectors that are ready for a move up too. It's not done yet, but I think we have to watch them. I have a few financial results. First, the US dollar is coming down, so it is more favorable for the crude oil at the moment. And let's see, first a few news. Monsanto is breaking out on its earnings from 174 to 193. Cubby Home is 26 to 33. His stock is breaking out too. General Mills started up and it's now going back down. They went from 71 to 73. Shaw Combs had 33 as expected, and the stock don't move. Empire has has a funny movement because the result is about half what they were expecting as a profit. So they got 11 cents instead of 23, minus 1% in the sales, but the stock is breaking out. So it just doesn't make sense. And Canopy came out with minus 14 instead of minus 3 as they thought. And so the stock is back on its base, and most of the stocks are there in the cannabis stock. So there is no bullish movement starting at the moment there. So I think we have to wait and make sure these stocks are going to go up because there are so many supports that are threatened right now in this sector where the companies are becoming more and more numerous all the time. So it is a bottom. Is it a strong bottom? I'm not sure. So I would prefer to see the stock initiating a new bullish cycle before doing anything. And Trump said that he's going to take some commercial action against Peking because he found that the Chinese are not doing enough to solve the problem with North Korea and some of the bilateral commercial agreement with the states and also it's 3 members of the administration that said that. So this is it mostly. Oh yeah, we have also a Canada Goose that has now told what price is going to be the sell of the share. It's $20.75 US. So that's why it shows 26.61 in Canada and 20.39 in United States. And Sunvine Corporation has had a new offer. There was an offer on it from Victor Capital before at 380. Now they have one at 415 by Francisco Partners. So that's why the stock has jumped up again today. Please open the question bar. If it's not, it's there. Okay, thank you. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's talk about the resources. USO is going up. The gas UNG is going up. USO also, but now producing a lower bottom there. So it doesn't seem to be really ready for a go, but it can happen. And look at and the stocks are at their top 2. So that's an important movement here. USO keeps going up, is at the first resistance. The gas is at the same place. Whoops. And the stock, even though they are lower, they are also at the resistance. The volume is a bit low for the day, but what we are waiting there is for the big breakout. So that's going to happen at 175 point on the energy sector. So there we could see if the sector would break out, we could have numerous breakout because so many stocks are showing this exact situation right now. For the gold was up. It's now a little bit negative. So the stocks are continuing downward and are going to test their very important support here. So if the sector failed to go back up and breaks this support here, there are pretty big chance to see the sector falling until 174 point there. So we're getting close to a sell signals there on not Kirkland, it's very strong, but in many stocks like Osisko, Yamana, and Barrick Gold. So I would not buy any gold stock at the moment, especially that right now it is still going down. You see the gold stocks are going down in most of them at the moment, so stay away from the gold stock. But still we have the mine, and so I showed you that the oil stocks were ready to go. We're just missing a little bit of upswing there, and the mining are also in the same situation. It is still a pullback within a downtrend, but in some cases, next move of Capstone is going to be a buy. In the very short term, for a couple of days in day trading could be interesting, but you know, they only have a potential of $1 here for First Quantum, but still, you know, see, we are near a possible entrance point in a very short term, because I said it's a downtrend, but at the moment it's going sideways in most of the stocks. So Hudbay and Tech are, Tech are also doing the same thing. So on Tech, the signal is about 2260. And for most of the other sector, it's pretty calm. On the TSX2, we have an upward movement on the financial, following the one from the States, but still we don't have really a breakout on the sector. So we have no signal at the moment there. I saw this moving here. MBRX, analyze, thank you. MBRX, not there, here, MBRX. Moleculin Biotech, oof, that's a big surge, 175 to 275. So far, it seems like we got the big movement this morning, and let's put it in 1 minute. And of course, there has been a few nice signal here, 1, 2, 3, and none of them never shows any bad, any reversal of the signals. As you can see, all bottoms always remain higher than the previous everywhere. So it's the first time that the first support has been broken here. So the trend is, the downtrend is becoming, it's starting at 250. So at the moment here, I think it's getting very risky, because you know, it's about 300% increase in a few days there. So sooner or later, at a very far, you know, I look at that, it's 90-degree trend, and that does not really last very long. So I would just look at the last bullish cycle didn't go very far, and then it came back. So it could be just the end of this movement there, as we have reached one of the biggest resistance of the stock that has been established a few months ago, November, December, and January. So at this point and level, an entering the stock at this level is quite risky, you know, unless we see something else starting. So every downward movement now are becoming short-term sell point. And so I think at this point we have to wait and leave the stock showing us the end of the bullish cycle, and wait until, you know, look, I'm going to do a little drawing here. So let's see, at this resistance here, the stock would go sideways like that, okay? And then after a few days, break out. That's going to become an excellent entrance point on that stock, but just a little bit later. So, and the Dow and the SPY didn't make a new high, but we just got one on the NASDAQ market here, very small, but it's there, and the other market are not following, and the TSX neither. So, it seems like it's the energy stock that took off over the last few minutes, and it seems like the financials are ready to do that too. So are you ready for the commercial? Okay, let's go.
Find answers to your questions by emailing your host at btm@decisionplus.com.
5 good reasons to manage your investments with National Bank Direct Brokerage. Commission fees fixed at $9.95 anytime for all clients and starting at only $6.95 for active investors. No administrative fees if you hold at least $20,000 in your accounts. Registered accounts available in U.S. currency. Powerful tools to help you manage your portfolio. Award-winning customer service and satisfaction levels amongst the highest in the industry. To learn more, visit nbdb.ca or call us now.
Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try marketgurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The USO and UNG did not make a new high, but the oil stock did. I have a few movement, but very little. Let's see it here. So, you know, when we start from scratch here, you see a TTEN there just made a new summit because a few stock did it. Like Baytex here, you see it's just beginning, it's just very close to make a new high, and Birchcliff has done it a few minutes ago. It's very, very, very early, and some still goes down like Meg here, and some are ready, but you know it's not close enough, so we don't. You know, it seems like it's getting nice, but for some of the stocks, waiting for the data here, you see, so many stocks are here at their resistance, and Mullen Group is the same, you know, this one is coming down, so I'm not sure if it's strong enough, you know. ARC Resources is there too, so I'd like to see a little bit more stock beginning the movement. You see Suncor is at the top 2, but it's not piercing the resistance so far. And Imperial Oil is doing it, but you know it's well under the sideways movement. So I think the movement would have to be a little bit stronger than that, so we can enter this movement. And so staples are coming back down. The consumer discretionary also. The telecom are coming back. Utilities continue down. The healthcare also. And I don't know if the financial service and industrial will pass this formation or not at their top, like the industrials also. You know. So I think we're missing a little bit there. So the energy sector started a movement. It needs a little bit more strength yet. And for the other one, it's the financial service and the industrial that has to be watched. Let's see within the industrial stocks if we have something that is interesting. Canadian National Railways need a new high, absolutely. I can't find yet something that would be buyable. Oh, that's it seems to be a CAE that becomes a new bullish cycle there, but for a while, because right now it's coming back down. So okay, so Lavalin is breaking through an important resistance. The volume is low on the movement, and there is a big one here also, but it is well above its movement, so it's reversing its downtrend, so it seems to be all right. Just missing a little bit of volume there, and that's all. So you know, it's not Nasdaq keeps going up, the SPY is going up, and everything. So that could be the launch for the crude oil a little bit later. It seems to be able to break out here. So leave the movement has a little bit stronger movement, but don't forget about one thing. It's a sideways movement. It's going to be a breakout if the stocks are piercing this short-term resistance, but it's still within the downtrend. So it's strictly a very, very short-term movement. Thank you very much for attending. We'll catch you next time.